Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
He's the shining light of Asian football in Europe, Peter. Son Heung-min. He likes to receive the ball on that left-hand side and then offer you many options with his direct running or cutting inside or just stretching defences. A player with a superb work ethic.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, that's delightful. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
And they're on him in a flash. And that's gone loose. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Stoichkov.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
And here's Cantona. He's through now. It's Cantona! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
They've played it short. Semenyo. Oh, that's fabulous. Takes a shot! And that was very necessary. And here's Cantona. He gets big! Oh, he did the hard part right, but not the finish.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that...
Oh, terrible pass. Griezmann. And this is Griezmann. Can he finish? It's good distance on it. And it's Rice. He's found a way past. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a form... And the shot! Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Raul. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
McAllister did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And the finish! Edmilson. Raul. Now it's Messi. Rafael Varane. Maguire.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Looking to pass their way through. And here's Cantona. Semenyo. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Raul going face-to-face with his great rival. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Finding their passes. Manchester United
really are trying to go early and direct here, Peter. There's definitely a conscious effort to almost bypass midfield and get someone in quickly.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And the long ball is ridiculed somewhat, but long passing will always have a respect, particularly if it picks out the movement up front, of course.
Semenyo, who does have an assist to his name. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Edmilson. He's had a fair tumble. Now it's Son Heung-min. He's picked his way through. Now it's Cantona. He's found a way through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Substitution.
Griezmann! De Bruyne. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Son Heung-min. Semenyo, a player who needs no introduction. Semenyo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Looking to play him in. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 9.
So the manager can make a
Semenyo.
change for the first time in the game
Number
here.
11, Son Heung-min. Coming on the field, number 22, De Bruyne. Number 10, Filippo Inzaghi.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Tries a shot! And he hits the net! There seemed no way back, but they are level. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it.
After
Impeccable
82
technique,
minutes
Peter.
is
Absolutely impeccable.
Number 17, Kevin De Bruyne.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Mendy going full tilt down the left. He's found a way through.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Yamal is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And here's Messi. And it's Belletti. Messi. Now it's Cruyff. Can he get on the end of this?
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of fullback bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job, so he's not the type that's going to be constantly rushing up and down the flank at 100 miles per hour, delivering crosses.
Raul. And this is Stoichkov. Applies the finish! That was superb goalkeeping!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Casillas gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now they can spring out of defence. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cross flung in towards the middle. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Belletti. Not going up front in a hurry.
This is the time you need that pace.
Rodri. Scholes. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Well spotted.
Akanji is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. And it's Cruyff. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This... And Cruyff!
Cruyff really made the tough part look easy, and the easy part very complicated.
Neymar with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Ball's gone out of play. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cruyff picks it up out wide. Chooses to go cross-field. Belletti. Well, that looks a decent ball. And that'll be the last act of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Some first-half thoughts?
I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal. That extra clinical edge.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Neymar! Denied by an instinctive save.
Neymar is offering a wry smile there.
Hops for safety. Edmilson. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. And here's Cruyff. Nakata. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. He has found the way through. Akanji did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He's picked his way through. Belletti. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now this could be a chance. Great chance! That is decidedly lacking.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught
20,
admiring his own first touch,
Dwight
maybe?
York. Number 17, Scholes. Coming on the field, number 11, Shevchenko.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Substitution in progress.
And it's Robertson.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And he's had it nicked away. Nakata. Looking to pass their way through.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Solid defending, refused to be out-muscled. And we're done. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running.
Well, there's the impressive figure of Christian Vieri. What a left foot he has.
Yeah, quite a frame.
Yeah, possibly one of the last of the old-fashioned strikers. Big, powerful and direct. And a very tough opponent in the air. One of Italy's finest ever, I would say.
Now it's Neymar. Aimed beyond the defence. And here's Stoichkov. Beckenbauer does really well to win the ball there. Now that looks a decent ball.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's had a shot! And that is wildly off target.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Messi. And it's Belletti. Stoichkov did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Xavi Alonso. Neymar has it in a wide position. Neymar! And he nearly went all the way.
Neymar just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Dani Olmo. And it's Belletti. Nice looking ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And we have our very first corner. Oh, smashing header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Zanetti. Besiktas upping the intensity here, having lost. It's Vieri! He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He'll fancy himself from here. Messi! He went for the curler. Belletti. Belletti is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple...
Shoots! In he goes again. Goal! Besiktas! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He's picked his way through. Looking for a corner. Corner number 2 then. And he's there to clear it. Has a look and place it forward. Besiktas are looking to go forward now. Robertson providing an outlet on that flank.
2 minutes has been indicated.
He's gone looking for safety. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Haaland receives it in a good position here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Aimed in towards the centre.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
And he's taking no chances there. Now then, the ball's come loose. Great vision. Raul takes a shot! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he's quick to snatch it back. And a chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Besiktas have their second corner now. Messi plays it short. Played it again. And now they can spring out of defence. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Danielson threads one in. Danielson.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, what has happened here? Now there's Danielson! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Number 15.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Is number 5, Bellingham.
And that has been cleared. And it's skewed away. De Bruyne.
Oh, that's a cracking ball.
Can he find the finish? 75 minutes played. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That's good play. Quality ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Played out to the left flank. And it's Neymar. Zanetti. Chance to deliver. He rises! Decent enough try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Number 11, Neymar. Coming on to replace him is number 19, Serginho.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Vieri. Haaland.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
There's a sharp little ball here. Yamal. And he plays one through. Cleared away. Knocks it into space. Serginho could try cutting inside here. That's a decent clearance. That's that, the end. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next
Hello,
2 hours,
everybody,
it
and
might not
welcome
feel
to
like
today's
that.
match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. There is the lithe figure of Ed Milson.
Well, I think it's his athleticism that's helped him pioneer that style of playing out from the back, probably before the term even existed, Peter. He'll have a massive part to play in ensuring this team keeps its shape.
In what way?
Well, he'll effectively switch between centre-back and defensive midfielder, constantly sniffing out danger.
Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Martinez. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great vision. McAllister, and he shoots! That is delicious! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! First blood drawn. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Besiktas looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
They get a throw in. Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. Tries to pass it through. Shot could be on. Can he finish? A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Neymar is having a shot! He's got a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And the pass is intercepted. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. It's a pretty loose pass. Robertson. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Raul. Now it's Martinez. And he welcomes it in. Williams! And that is wildly off target.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
That is good alertness. Van Dijk. And it's McAllister.
There will be 3 minutes
Lovely
added time.
pass, but can he get there? He has a look up. And a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. That's a half-decent try.
Stoichkov certainly got the pace he wanted on that, but not the all-important bend.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A two-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And the game has already resumed here. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Lautaro. He's going for goal! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
He's a sharp little ball here. Good offside that time.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Raul.
So, time for changes
Number
on
15,
both sides, actually.
Stoichkov. Number 11, Neymar.
And that's been one straight
Number
back.
10, Messi. Coming on the field.
He won't be
Number
happy with
8,
that one.
Dani Olmo. Number 6,
Chouameni.
El Hadj Diouf.
So 2-0 the scoreline
Number 20,
early after half-time.
Danielson. Number 25, Yamal. Substitution.
Can they get him away? That's going to go a long way. And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's Belletti. Yamal. Defending was strong and firm. Tries to play it through. And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Alexander-Arnold. Savinho. Now then, the ball's come loose. Yamal. Well timed, excellent interception. Edmilson. Edmilson, the man synonymous with solidity. Savinho. He's gone for goal! And for a moment, time stood still.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, McAllister.
We have got changes here
Coming
from
on
both
to
sides, in
replace
fact.
him is number 24, Rijkaard. Substitutions taking place.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, he's been caught. Chance, surely! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
A case now of complete control. Oh, easy pickings there. Rafa Silva in acres of space out wide. And that has been clubbed away. That has not gone well. He's in a great position here. And the flag has stayed down. Alexander-Arnold gets it clear. It's gone out for a throw-in. Good ball, good take. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. Well, of course, Brazil have produced their fair share of outstanding all-round players, and so Roberto is a man. It's Son Heung-min! Fantastic from Son Heung-min!
Well, we can only hope that this has set the tone for what's to come. Captain Majestic has stunned the whole arena.
Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Edmilson. Robertson. Now it's Neymar. He's got away. Good read, needed to be. And he's quick to get it clear again. And this is Stoichkov. Sané. McAllister. Played back in. Oh, super ball. McAllister. Can he finish? It's in! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences.
Osimhen! That's a half-decent try.
Osimhen is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
And it's Sané. Great vision. Neymar picks it up out wide. He's hit it long. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Stoichkov. And he was alert to it. It's roll! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And we have our very first corner. He rises!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ajax have the chance to go the other way. And he's managed to get free. Sane couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Van Balten calmly anticipates. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well read, nice interception. Bruno Fernandes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he shoots! Goal! Ajax! Into the lead once more. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Ajax take the lead. Now it's Stoichkov. Up he goes! It's a carbon copy of the previous minute. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time.
And we'd like to
Either side holding back here. It has been quite a half this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Nicely weighted ball. Looking for options, for movement. Looking for the run. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Robertson receives it in. And can he finish it? Well, now it's a race for the ball. And again!
Substitution for Ajax. Number 45.
It's their second corner of the game.
Coming on the field is number 17, Ilhan Mansons. Substitutions taking place.
Keeper's dealt with that. Danny Olmo.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
That pass isn't the best. De Bruyne. And it's Olmo. Robertson could try cutting inside here. Son Heung-min looking understandably energised after his goal. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Shoots! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now that looks a decent ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Played out to the left flank. Son Heung-min going full tilt down the left. He has found the way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
It's a goal kick.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that.
Match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic once he comes inside. Anything is possible.
And it's McAllister. Here's a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Hazard in with the challenge. Back in possession and ready to go again. Gerrard. Van Belten. Raul. Goes for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
McAllister actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. It is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Wriggles his way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he's heaved it away, and it's McAllister. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's got away. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Van Belten gets rid without sophistication. Knocks it into space. That ball looks a good one. And the shot! Goal! Santos! And Santos take the lead.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Santos have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, smashing header! Good trying. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
He's going to be disappointed with... That's rather hopeful! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Raul is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, what a climb! He scores! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly. Well, this is to be expected.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Stoichkov. Tries to play it through.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Ødegaard looking for the run. Has a look and plays it forward.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Ødegaard. He's having a go! That was superb goalkeeping!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Van Bouten. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, easy pickings there. Ødegaard. Cannavaro. And it's Ødegaard. That's Rijkaard. And the shot's on here. Real chance! And again the keeper stands strong.
Substitution for Santos. Number 10, Pushkash.
Well, look, they know they've got a height
Number
advantage,
26,
and it's time for them to use it.
Hazard
coming on the
moves
field.
short.
Number 19, Shevchenko.
This is Hazard, and the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Santos! And again they hit the front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Santos go into the lead.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter.
Just the keeper to beat! Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. Hazard is standing over this one, so a genuine chance to increase the lead. This is Hazard, and it's Gerrard. It's anyone's ball now. Robertson made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Ødegaard, and he's been shifted off it.
Ødegaard really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's Hazard. Oh, it's come loose. Thuram! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
There will be 3 minutes at a
Searching
time.
pass he's played there.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And there's green grass ahead of him. And the finish! Oh, taken with style! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! And that is that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock
everybody,
horns.
and welcome to
This
today's
is
match.
football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to so many.
One of Africa's finest and a huge reputation for being a big game player.
Big games, 9 goals in 9 cup finals during his time in London. By any measure, those are pretty special numbers.
Why, he's very much adored.
And the shot! Oh, that probably deserved better.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Knocks it into space. Camavinga. Fernandes. Van Balken. Kukcu. Finding their passes. And Robertson. Played into space out wide. Raul.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Van Balten calmly anticipates. Kukcu. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Girassi thinks, tries a shot! It's anyone's ball now. And he's there to belt it away. Fernandes. Oh, super find. Just a goal. It's Drogba! Goal! Besiktas! Besiktas take the lead. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
Besiktas have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Girassi. Camavinga did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Robertson. And the pass is intercepted. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, that was vital. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And this is Raul. Goes for a shot! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Added time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Hello
Yeah,
everybody,
they're
and
ahead,
quick
Peter,
announcement
but they
now.
can't
We would
afford
like
to
to
get
ask you
too
all to kindly
complacent.
stay seated
They
during
need
the
to
match.
go with the
Thank
same
you for your
intensity and
cooperation.
tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Akanji. Oh, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. Fernandez. And Guardiol. Now that looks a decent ball. Now that's well seen too. Van Bouten. Now it's Raul. Girassi receives it in a good position here. Raul! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune, pretty sharpish. That's an imaginative pass. And that has been clubbed away.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Neymar. Number 22, Girassi.
Kochu
Number
goes
7,
for goal!
Raul.
Oh,
Number
that is
18,
very close.
Oh, the
McAllister.
technical control
Number
was
10,
exquisite. The
Messi.
pummeled attempt was
Coming on the field.
exasperating.
Number 20, Nielsen. Number 6, El Hadj Diouf. Number
Oh,
17,
well played, well sorted out.
De Bruyne. Number
He thumps
8,
it clear.
Danny Olmo.
And it's De Bruyne.
Number 19,
And here's Danny Olmo.
Red card. Substitution.
Steve goal! Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Drogba gets it away. Van Bouten. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, there's a probing ball. Stood up well to him there. Oh, it's come loose. Drogba proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And he was alert to it.
Besiktas surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
It's skewed away. Probing pass. No, it's come to nothing. And the counter is on. You can run onto that. Schlotterbeck gets good distance on it. Looking for options for movement. Oh, no joy this time. Ball's out once more.
Substitution in progress.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
There will be 3 minutes added time.
It's really well cleared. Thinks one through. And the referee's looking at his watch. He could be done here. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. And that's that. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for...